Come on in.
Hello, Mr. Harden.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, sir.
I'm Brad Nem. We spoke on the phone earlier this week.
Yes, sir. Billy Hardman, great to meet you.
I'd like to start by just thanking you again for this opportunity, for you taking time out of your busy day and schedule to meet with me.
Absolutely.
Greatly appreciate it. I hope you don't mind if I take notes during this process.
No, sir, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so as we spoke on the phone, I'm here today to talk to you about Yeti's line of Tundra coolers. And
Yes, sir.
before we really dive into that, I'd like to just kind of get a better understanding from your perspective of just your company, what you stand for, and the type of customers you go after, the type of people you see in your store on a day-to-day basis.
Well, Brad, we've been a company since 1938. We started out as a mail-order catalog business. Later on became a brick-and-mortar retailer. We have 1,600 stores nationwide, approximately 24,000 employees, and we're really a rural lifestyle retailer. We aim to sell products to folks like farmers, ranchers, welders, anyone in the ag industry, and our stores are located in suburban areas and rural areas where these type of vocations and people are more common. We retail things like clothing and footwear. We have dog, cat, and pet supplies. We have trailers and trailer accessories, lawn and garden products, propane and heating supplies, tools and gun safes, welders and welding supplies, fencing, and one of our big sellers is outdoor recreation products, things that people tend to use and enjoy in their time off when they're not doing the hard work that they typically do. I would say that most people that come into our stores are folks that have jobs that are very labor intensive, mainly blue collar folks that don't mind getting their hands dirty, and they're hardworking people. So that's basically the type of people that we cater to, and those are the type of products that we sell.
Okay, thank you for that.
You bet.
That definitely reaffirms my beliefs on the store and what exactly you're looking for. I feel like we can help bring you products that your customers will not only appreciate but truly enjoy. So, from hearing you speak about your customers, it sounds like for the most part they live a fairly active lifestyle, and that they can have grueling day-to-day lives, a lot of outdoors, a lot of, as you said. Would this be an accurate statement?
Yes, very labor intensive work and very busy, very active people.
Okay. So, do you think that the customers would be interested and more inclined to buy a product such as a Yeti cooler from our Tundra series, knowing that there's no question about its durability or its resilience, knowing that it can take on a bear and come out on the other side?
That's something that they really look for in a product. Our customers, they want to know when they spend some money on something that is going to last them longer than any other product on the market. They work very hard for their money, so they want to see that their money is going to good use, and that the money that they spend is going to provide them with a product that's going to last a very long time.
Okay. Now, who handles your more, I would say, high-end coolers right now? Do you have a high-end cooler line? I guess is what I'm pointing at here, and if so, who supplies those to you? Who's your main supplier?
Well, we do carry brands like Igloo and Coleman and those type of products, but we also recently took on the Orca line, a type of hard shell cooler that it's been pretty popular recently. It's sold pretty well, and we've got fairly good feedback from the sales of those products, and we're pretty satisfied with that product as a whole.
Okay, so you're satisfied with Orca. I've been hearing Orca more and more in my line of work. We hear coolers quite a bit, but you know, been hearing it from the industry. I haven't necessarily been hearing it from Orca. On my drive up here, I had a fairly decent commute up here to Dallas, and there were multiple occasions on my drive in where I was joyful, lighthearted, because I looked at the vehicles around me, and probably 1 out of 10 times when the truck drove by me, I saw a nice Yeti sticker on the back. Now, and that, at the ground level, that's really what Yeti's offering. Not only are we offering a stellar product, which I will get into here in a moment, but the key thing, the thing that should really stick out, I hope, to you, and what has stuck out to so many of the companies that carry our product now, is the name, Yeti. It's known, it means something. It is almost as durable and as firm as our products themselves.
So, on that note, what proof do you have of Yeti's brand recognition?
Well, besides from, as I said, seeing the stickers, seeing this, Yeti prides itself on our customers marketing for us. That's the way that we know our name is out there and that we're getting recognized. When you buy a Yeti cooler, you get some Yeti stickers, and people are more than willing to slap them on their trucks, on their bikes, on their cars, on their gun bags, on their bow cases. I mean, you see it everywhere.
I have seen the stickers just about everywhere.
But for a more specific thing is we can look at the numbers. And I feel this relates because when the numbers go up, the name must certainly be getting out there.
Sure.
You can't see great growth in sales without seeing advertising and your name, your product name, getting out there and going through the roof. And what I'd like to say is the company is still young. We're considered one of the fastest growing outdoor lifestyle companies in the U.S. As of 2009, which was 3 years after the company started, we're still in the mom and pop stage. We did around $5 million in sales. Not bad, not great. 2011 came around, $28 million in sales. Still, not bad, better than 5.
More than quadruple.
But not great. 2014 came around, $147 million in sales. So we're seeing each year jump after jump after jump. And I know you could be hesitant and say, oh yeah, well, what happened in 2015? 2015, we jumped up to $450 million.
Wow.
2016, we were around $600 million. Which shows you that this product is only growing in popularity. We're not dropping off. It wasn't a fad that came out. And it's not something that can be replaced. Because as you see by these numbers, especially these later dates, the reasons I like to point out the 2014, the 2015, is this is about the time when our competitors came to market, when our patents started to run out, when other people like Arctic and Orca and all of the people who want to be Yeti showed up. We not only survived and did okay, but we skyrocketed through these times. People want the original. People want a Yeti.
I agree with that. People tend to respect a product more if it was the pioneer of its product type. Now, I've seen that some of these brands They try to make a cooler that really is even similar to the Yeti in terms of its appearance and the way it's put together. So if the products are so similar to one another, why Yeti? Why pick Yeti out of the crowd of these Arctic and Orcas? And what really gives the Yeti a step up? And are there any specific features on the Yeti that really give it a leg up on other competition?
Well, besides from, as I stated earlier, the name. The Yeti name gives it a step up because, as we believe at Yeti, we have the best product on the market, best overall rounded product on the market. You will hear from other sources and other companies that our ice retention may be better than Yeti's, or our latches are easier than Yeti, or our drain plug is attached and Yeti's aren't. But we're the only one that has all of these together. Yes, this company may beat us at this, but they don't touch us at this.
Right.
And yes, their ice may last a day longer than a Yeti in some cases. I mean, that's product versus product. And I doubt it's tested 100 times with 100 different coolers. Really, it depends on the day. But what we can guarantee is a solid product that is the same every time, that is durable, and that you don't have to worry about taking anywhere because it can go anywhere. Also, things about our product is they're flush-sided, which means there's no awkward handles sticking out, nothing to get in the way of you trying to load it into the back of a truck. We have no slip feet on our products, which means that even in a boat, bed of a truck, anywhere, cooler's not going to slide around. It's going to stay put, especially if it's full. And all of our Tundra coolers are regulated as life-saving flotation devices. So for your average fisherman, you don't have to worry about taking up space where you could have rods and reels in your boat with life jackets because you have your cooler. When patrol comes by and asks to see your life vest, you can just point to your Yeti.
Wow. Well, I feel pretty certain that the other coolers that we offer here at Tractor Supply don't qualify as flotation devices, and the sliding of coolers on flatbed trucks has really been an issue and something that our customers have been voicing recently. So it's good to hear that there is a product out there that does prevent that type of problem. These are definitely good features. So you can guarantee flotation with quite a bit of content within the cooler. Say on a larger Yeti cooler, you can put quite a bit of items in there and it will still float.
The regulations for our flotation devices, the specs, is with a fully loaded cooler.
Oh wow.
For instance, when I was younger and I was first getting into selling these Yetis, I took one out to a lake and it was fully stocked with cans, about capacity. It was one of the smaller Roadie 20s, and I put a 18-pack of beer in there, filled it up with ice, and walked around and found some of-age gentlemen. There were 4 of them, and I told them, I'll make you a bet. If all 4 of you can take this cooler, put it underwater, and keep it underwater for a minute, however you do it, all the beer inside is yours. I left with an 18-pack of beer that day.
Wow.
So these coolers are certified, fully weighted. Even the smallest, the Roadie 20, 20-quart cooler, can support up to 4 fully grown men's weight.
Wow. that certainly certifies that it is a flotation device. It certainly sounds like a product that we have to start looking at, not in terms of just durability, but brand recognition. It's certainly something that would likely bolster the sales here at Tractor Supply. Are there some color options on these coolers?
In most of our coolers, depending on the size, there are 3 color options. There's a lighter blue, a grayish green, and a white are the 3 options that we offer. But we also offer customizable ones. So for your store, say you're located and so say you're stocking and you're ordering products for your Stillwater location. You can order a set, say 5, to see how it works. Yeti coolers that are customized with Oklahoma State on them.
Wow.
If you're at your Stephenville location, you can order a couple that are customized for Tarleton. We can customize and inlay logos on our coolers.
Okay. Another kind of question I had about taking on the Yeti name is, why might we want to add Yeti to the currently existing selection of coolers we have here? I mean, we do have a number of different brands, but what would it really mean to our store to add Yeti?
Well, I think there's a couple different things there. Because, for instance, as you were speaking earlier, you said really the only competition for Yeti in your store right now would be the Orca.
Correct.
But if we were to go to the store right now and we were to walk into Lawn and Garden and look at the 0-turn radius lawnmowers, would we see one brand or multiple brands around the same price point?
You definitely see multiple.
See multiple. And would you say that that has helped or hurt your business by having options of similar price point objects?
It has helped because though we may sell more of one than another, it gives the customer the power of choice, and it empowers the buyer in terms of choosing what they feel is best for them.
So why not do the same with the coolers? Why not stock Yeti, keep it in, put a Yeti sign on your window. That way, even if someone doesn't buy a Yeti, they're going to come in, they may come in to look at the Yeti, and who knows what they may buy. They may decide that the Yeti's not for them that day, but they may walk out with a new come along. They may decide the Yeti's for them and then pick up some other objects, but the Yeti will bring people into your door. I can promise you this. Also, the Yeti, while we're limited on color variations compared to the Arctic, we offer 16 different sizes in our Tundra line, leading all the way up to our Tundra 350, which can fit 3 elk once they've been field dressed.
Wow.
We have an option for everybody, from your everyday worker just trying to take his lunch and drinks to stay cool, to your farmer or rancher / hunter who's trying to make sure that he keeps his deer or any game that he's killed fresh and chilled until he can get it fully processed and into his freezer. We offer all of the in-betweens. We give you the choice of exactly what product you need. Also, with, as I said, Orca doesn't carry lines, coolers as big as ours. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know of any company that carries coolers as big as ours. And yes, you say, the everyday person doesn't need 100, 200, 300 quart cooler. The everyday person doesn't shop at Tractor Supply.
It's very true. It's looking like we have a lot to gain by taking on a line of Yeti products here at Tractor Supply. The durability, the competitive price point and the size options are really all points that would fit in very well into our cooler selection here at Tractor Supply.
So what do I need to do today to get your business?
I think that we'd like to likely start out by trying a cooler from a couple of different lines with Yeti and to see how they do here. And upon looking at the numbers after some time of having those available, I'd like to consider maybe bringing more of a selection of Yeti products to our stores.
Okay. How about this? How about we start you off with the Rode 20, the Tundra 45, Tundra 65, and the Tundra 100. Those are 4 of our popular brands. They range from our smallest to the 100 is large but is not too big. It fits around 90 cans, which is perfect for a tailgater, perfect for a grill masser, but is also big enough to get a substantial kill in. Would that be something you'd be interested in? Start you off there, and we'll come back in a couple months and reevaluate your product line?
Absolutely. It sounds like an excellent plan.
All right. Well, then we have a deal, and I will get some paperwork over to you later this week. I
All right.
appreciate your time.
Mr. Nam, we're glad to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you.